Hello gang, welcome back to Farming Simulator. We've got little Pixel Hank down here looking after the chickies. Chickies are roaming around my tractor. I've got the skinny tires on the tractor, and I've got the lime spreader in here. I've just fit some skinny tires to it as well in the workshop here. We're about to take it out. We're going to go out and fix the canola field. Well, not fix it. We're just going to spread some lime on the canola field, which I don't know if it's too late to do it, but the pH values are rotten. They're like really bad in the field. So we're just going to give it a go. I don't know if it's even all areas. I think it may even just be some areas, but regardless, we're going to give it a go and do it. And while we do that, I'll just bring you up to speed with what's going on. So I've had a little bit of trouble with my internet lately. If you guys have been catching up with my Discord and with me trying to kick off some live streams and to no success. We've been kicking off the live stream and then the streams have been dying because my upload speeds, which I require about 6 to 13 Mbps to stream, and I generally get a solid 20 upload of 20 Mbps. Well, it's now down to about 1 or less than 1. So you can imagine how hard that is to even upload videos to YouTube at the moment. So I do apologize at the time it's going to take to get stuff out. We've already done this field. Why is it so bad? Does it need another? It needs another go. That's how bad it is. Right, okay, we did this on the live stream, but it obviously needs another go. Right, well, we'll keep going. Yeah, so apologies for that, and videos are going to be slowly uploading too, so I even apologize for that. It's I've had one going for about an hour and a half and it's at 6%. An hour and a half at uploading is almost like 50 to 75% done. So yeah, a bit slow and a bit sad at the moment. Anyway, back to recording. So I'm enjoying. I enjoy the recording because I can just sit in my own little world and create content for you guys, and then go ahead and edit it all up, and I watch a few of my I catch up with a few of my favorite streamers and content creators as well while I do it. Oh yeah, the field's bad, isn't it? We've got a lot of liming here to do. So just quickly, I've bought another grass field as well. It cost $59,000. It's over near where the pigsty is, near where the pig farm section is on the map. It's not a huge field. I think it's a 0.8 of a hectare. So it's not massive in terms of field, but it's another grass field nonetheless, and it's got quite good soil. I don't know if that really matters for grass. However, what it now allows us to do for the cattle, which I want to start doing, is I'm going to have one field dedicated for silage and the other dedicated for hay. Okay, so basically I don't know which because the field 91 we've just got here near our place, which is just that field right there, that field actually is quite large, and I don't know if I might do that as silage for the first go and the other one is hay, and then switch it the next times around. But the thing with silage is I think you use hay a little bit more than silage when it comes to total mixed ration for the cattle in this game. We'll see how we go on. It's all going to be a little bit of trial and error anyway, and something I'm really looking forward to delving into. Also, Ham, you're missing the edges there. Yeah, this is, I gotta be honest, this is not a fantastic spreader. Okay, so I'll show you those fields. We're probably going to get this. I'm going to get this field finished today, right? And then, and I'll just show you something here as well. So I'm going to have to get out and empty those other bags into the actual trough here. Trough? Spreader? Yeah, that's the word. If I just sort of just stop here for a sec, jump out, you can actually, if I come up here, you can see pH level is actually okay. We've actually done the pH on this field once already, and look how it's bad here, right? It is really bad here. Okay, all through here. So definitely worth redoing this whole field if I want to get the most out of this field, because this field actually came with the farm. Okay, so we have this, the first harvest we're ever going to have on it. Plus, when we buy this, I'm actually going to buy the I think I'm going to buy the canola, or I don't think it's the canola, but I think it's the oil factory, which we can produce oil out of the canola. Yeah, look at how bad this is. You can see top left, that pH value is quite bad. Yeah, so we're going to buy that factory and we're going to start producing canola oil. Crikeys, this has been bad. The good thing is I've got my wheat field here. We can sort of drive in and out of it too. And the good thing is it won't be affected. Like, it won't keep spreading. So we'll go back here and we'll just keep doing up and downs. And I might kick in for our first time lapse here. So after we do this field, we'll have a bit of a sleep anyway. And then we will, I think we can go about there, can we? Yep. We'll have a bit of a sleep till the next day, which is going to be the 2nd of April. We'll go and check all that products that we've got around, because we've got red lettuce and we've got melons, and we'll check on the chickies. And then we'll go check that new farm. I want to do some soil testing on it. And we'll see where the episode takes us. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now that I've caught you up on everything that's happening with the channel, sit back, relax, enjoy a little bit of music, and we'll get this field lined up. So after going back to refill up the lime, that's how much we actually ended up going through. We went through all of that lime we had in the trailer, plus what we've got in here. If you think I'm taking some crazy lines through this field, just look at your bottom left corner, you'll see the map. And you'll see my little arrow, which is my tractor driving around. Because we have precision farming on, and because I have the sensors on this tractor, it allows me to see where I have been and where I haven't been in terms of getting this field lined up. Not to mention the fact that I can sort of see the dirt and the dirt marks underneath all the canola here, and I can see the white. But generally I like to use the map. The map shows me and indicates, okay, The yellow is now being colored in green. That's how I know that I've done the new stuff and the old stuff that still needs to be done. Pretty easy as that, right? So we've only got a couple of more strips here. Then we will go into, it's what, 5:15 in the afternoon now here on the map. Then we will go and sleep. And we'll go out and check that new field. I'll just make sure all the other fields are okay tomorrow, being 2nd of April. We've got May and June. Basically, I think we're June or July, we're harvesting this field and the wheat fields and our other canola fields. So remember that we do have 2 canola fields. If you weren't up to date with that, we actually have one up near the BGA, right next door to the BGA. I did a terrible job at getting that bit. Then I'll whip around and get these last 2 strips. I'm not too worried about little dots here and there out on the edges. As long as the majority is done, we're going to be home and hosed and looking pretty good for our harvest then. I will get out and check the yield percentages that we've got with these straight after we've done. Okay. I don't know if that's a little bit over on the edge there that needs to be done, so I will go and just double check that. Just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure it's done. There's just a bit over here, but I think it's actually just because of the soil type that's been beneath it. Actually, it's over this far edge, Ham. You've got your map all crossed up. Yeah, my bad. You can actually turn that off. We can drive over there a little bit quicker. Now, someone's knocked over my pallets that I had stacked up neatly over there as well, and I have to think it was the cows having a bit of fun with my pallets. Yeah, a big strip you missed down here. Yeah, I have to think the cattle have had a bit of fun with my pallets over there. Naughty cows. We'll have to go and I guess once we get through the first lot of pallets, we can go and sort that out. Anyway, the liming job here is done. Last time out, we did do the liming job on the grass field, so the grass field should be fertilized and limed up, ready to go. We'll do a quick drive in here, just to double check it and see how it's getting on, but it will be starting to get a growth stage back. And look at that, all limed up. Beautifully, ready to go, okay? Target point, immaculate. So this field will be ready for a harvest. The only thing we didn't do is we didn't roll it, but we don't exactly have a roller. Oh, nitrogen's bad. Right, well, that's the job we're doing tomorrow. We're going to spray some liquid fertilizer onto that field, okay? Let's put this away. Tuck it right up in there. I did just squeak it past the windrower, but I'll give it a little bit more. I'll give the windrower a little bit more room to get that out. There we go. We are going to need that sprayer. How much is in this sprayer? 55%. Right. Well, you know what? I'll just have this ready to go on it for tomorrow. Means the dudes will have to stay out overnight, but that's okay. It's only one night. Oh, okay, that's not a lot, but look, it might be enough just to get that grass field done. We'll see. I don't know if I have any more liquid fertilizer up here. I think we do, actually. By the looks of that, there's some more liquid fert just sitting up here. One of those IVCs will be fertilizer, and one of them will be pesticide or herbicide. That's the herbicide. That's the fert. Okay, so we should have plenty of fertilizer to get that done. Plus, we're probably going to have to check the other field as well. Up near the new the pig farm. And let's get inside and have a sleep. We're all done for the day. This is the sleep point just here. We will go to 8 AM. Now, a couple of things that we have to buy and we have to talk about. We have to get a slurry spreader because I want to start using liquid manure on my farm. Which is going to go a long way to our environmental saving as well. All right, we've got some more melons up. That's fantastic. And the other thing I want to get is a mixer wagon for the cattle so we can start mixing our total mixed ration, right? All right, we've got our red lettuces. Our first batch is coming up. That's really fantastic. Here's all the pallets these naughty cows have knocked over. So we've got one stack in here. They knocked over all these pallets. You naughty cows. I will just push them out of the way here a little bit. I don't know if they need to be spun the right way. Look, these look like they're only pine pallets anyway. Pine pallets They look like half-size pine pellets, right? So half-size pine pellets, generally speaking, are pretty light. I gotta be honest, you can throw these around really easy. It's the big full-sized hardwood pellets. They're the ones that get quite ridiculous. I will just get these out of the way a little bit of the cattle. Right, and plenty of straw. So this is going to start producing really well, and there's our first crate of red lettuce anyway, so that's really good. If we start getting a little bit of produce like this, it's really going to go a long way to helping us. Now, we better just check the cattle feed. Food-wise, they've got enough there. They are only eating straw. Did I give them hay? I think I gave them hay. Oops. I actually didn't mean to do that, but it's not bad anyway. We'll get down and spray this field. I'm going to fill it up anyway, fill up the sprayer, because I have a feeling... Here's the thing, we're going to head over to the new grass field. We're going to test it first. We'll take over the soil sampler. We'll do the testing. We'll send the samples off. And then I dare say we're going to have to lime it, and we're going to have to fertilize it. Okay, so we'll just back this around here. Pretty much you would use the siphoning sort of pump, and you would siphon in this into here, rather than having to sort of lift it up and all that sort of jazz. But we will just pull up next to it. For the sake of gameplay, pretend that we just put the siphon tube in it and siphon it up. Okay, it didn't really give us a lot. We've got 28%. I'm hoping this will be enough. We're probably going to have to buy a little bit more before we do the other farm. Alright, I'm going to start from... well, we can start from this end. Look how bad it is. Holy snap and duckfish, right. Might have to do another lap around here. Actually, I could start down the bottom here. It's not a bad idea, you know. Right, it is bad. You're going to have to lift it up. Holy Nelly, we're going to need a lot more liquid fert to get this field up and running. This field is a very silty clay field. So, goes without saying, it's definitely going to need... Alright, we got our work cut out for us today, gang. I might need to take down this fence too. If only I could get... well, I should duck under that. I have to jump over that. I'm going to take the fence down. Right, as easy as that. What about the trees? Yeah, I didn't really consider the trees, did I? Have you left it too sharp again? Yep. That's okay. I think we're gonna have to come back and give this a second spray next month. I feel like this is really bad. Okay. In fact, I don't know how much better we can get it. Look, at least our canola field's done. That's what I can say for that. So you can actually see, you need to be up near that green mark. If you look at the top nitrogen liquid fertilizer application, it's got the checkered flag. Maybe that's where it needs to be for this field, I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem right. To me, this field needs to be a lot more liquid nitrogen than this. Potentially, it may not want liquid nitrogen. Potentially, it may need something else. I'm not too sure. It's probably not a field suitable for grass, to be honest, if it's going to be this hard. It's more probably like a root crop, like a turnip, or I mean a sugar beet or something might be better being planted in here. Okay, so I'll just swing around here like this. Get that all nice there. We should have enough to get one application on this regardless. We're gonna have to wait another day or another month before we can actually fertilize this again and see how it goes. But it's what a job. I didn't know it was this bad. Okay, the key to getting these corners, you have to get right in, and we have to back it around like such. Now the good thing about precision farming, and I've mentioned this plenty of times before, is that when you're actually using precision farming, you won't keep using spray over the area that you've already sprayed. So it will only spray what is not on your field, what is not done. So you don't need to keep switching it on and off. It will automatically just pick up on it. Awkward shaped field, this one, but it's still a decent one. I think we still will use it for our silage first up. We'll use this to get the silage out, and we'll use the second field for hay. We'll go over and have a look at that field. It's not going to be a lot. We're not going to get a lot out of these two, but these two are definitely going to get us underway. While we only actually have about 8 calf. Okay, we've only got 8 young calves. So what we've got is going to get us through, and that leads me to what we were just talking about during the sleeping phase of getting some mixer wagons, and we need the straw shredder for the bedding as well, and the slurry tank and a slurry spreader. So it leads me to say that you know, with those we can get the cheaper sort of ones that we can get, and then later on when we've got a lot more cattle and stuff, we're hopefully making a lot more money, and we've paid back a lot of our loan. We're still I think we ended up paying about $50,000 or $60,000 back anyway, so we've still got about $450,000 in debt. All right, we'll swing around and get this last bit, and then that's it for this field for today. Oh yeah, really bad. I didn't think it was this. I knew it wasn't great, but I didn't think it was this bad. All right, 65 kilograms of 65 kilograms of liquid fertilizer per hectare being put on at the moment. So target reached for today. Increase nitrogen level to optimal value for grass on silty clay. Yeah, right. Well, I don't think we have, to be honest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the... I'm going to take the spreader with us. We'll put this back up. I want to have a look at this. Now, it says it's perfect. It does say it's perfect. Expected yield 89%. I think that's as much as we're allowed to go on the silty clay, so I think that's all we can expect out of this. Now, had I have rolled this, I think we might have got a little bit more yield potential out of it, but I don't have no roller yet, so we're not going to worry about that. Now, I'm going to drop... Scrolling a bit here. Let's get into the zoom in. Just going to drop the trailer here. I'm going to whip around, and we're going to open up the garage doors, and I'm going to pick up the soil sampler. May as well take both with me, because at some point I'm going to have to fill up... There's the soil sampler there. I'm going to have to fill up the fertilizer anyway, and I may as well go and fill that up while we've got some money in the bank, to be honest. So I'll take these over with me. We are going to need the lime spreader again as well. We should, on what we had left yesterday, have enough lime left in that spreader. Oh, not lined up. Lovely. Let's head over to our new field now anyway. Be interesting to see where we find the entrance to this. Hello, Fent. The fence over there ready to be washed. I don't have any farm hands to help me today. Oh yes, hello moo cows. I love hearing the cows. I love the fact that despite how much debt we're in and how we were just sort of starting out the series, how we still have some animals to make the farm feel alive and kicking. Alright, when you think about it, the cows have plenty of paddock out here with freshly planted grass. Think about the fresh, brand new grass I've planted for them before we got them, and all that grass they've got to eat. And anything we give them from there is a bonus. Whoa, okay. We're gonna have to do some serious cleaning at the end of the day. This thing is filth wagon. Up Mr. Van, up the field you get, up the hill. So field 93 coming up just on our left. You can see it with the blue 93 on our little map in the bottom left-hand corner. Let's figure out where our entrance is now. That doesn't look like an entrance. Is there a field entrance around here? No. Don't tell me the field entrance is accessed from inside the pig enclosure, the pig pen. Is that a thing? I can actually get in there, so that's actually really handy. I don't think the owners will mind me getting access to here until just to my own field. It doesn't look like it's being used much anyway. Wonder if there's another way in. That's the entrance into the pig pen itself. Well, there's the entrance to the field just there. Right, I'll take down the fence. We're indicating. Let's take the beacons off. Let's drop our trailer for the moment. Wonder if we can use the soil tester on the front here. It's like we can, to be honest. Field 93. Let's give it a test. Right, so. Alright, well, we can use it on the front. That's quite handy. So I'll whip around and do all this testing now. Nah, it's not going to take us long, to be honest. And then we'll see. We'll send the soil samples away and see where... Actually, I'll do this corner first as well. Then we'll see where we're at in terms of what needs to happen with this field, eh? Hey! Hey! Don't scratch! Okay, last little bit here. I just missed the entrance. Just missed it. So we'll just grab this. Then we can send the samples off and see what we get. I think it'll cost about $1,000 potentially to send it off, but if I was to go into the map and purchase it, it would cost a few $1,000s. Right, so yeah, send it off for analysis. Thank you. Pack that up. You know what? We may not even need much. Oh, here we go. Soil samples analyzed. Let's see what we've got. Right. We're gonna have a save here. Let's check our new field out. Ooh, ha ha ha. Now I knew it was kind of going to be loamy sand and sandy loam. Okay, it's still not great. It's like at the opposite end of the spectrum. What we kind of need is these two here is what you want. There's a little bit of it. So while we've gone away from silty clay, we've gone the opposite direction, right? So just as much. I don't know. Yeah. So because of that, we're still going to have the same problem that we just faced when it came to liquid nitrogen and getting this field sorted out. Right. I need to get you straightened up, please. Right, we still may need to go and buy some more here, but in terms of grass fields, it doesn't look like it's going to be the best outcome in terms of yield bonuses we're going to get, which kind of bites the dust a little bit, I'll be honest. But you can't win them all. We're on a budget, and our budget dictates that we go for something like this at the moment. I'm just going to have to go up here and back up a little bit. Swing it around, dudes. Good job. I love this tractor so much. One day, when we're out of debt and we're earning all of the money on our dairy farm, I'm going to get the 8 Series Warrior Dudes Far. That is my dream tractor to have. But until then, we will stick with our second-hand one. And I thought about upgrading this to a Warrior, and I thought it wouldn't be right if I upgraded this one to the Warrior, because we didn't buy it second-hand as the Warrior, and that's like buying your favorite car and slapping in the base model and slapping the sports series badges on it just to say, hey, I've got the sports version of my car. Well, no, you don't, buddy. I can tell. All the fenders, the guards, the headlights, they're not the sporty kind, they're just the regular kind. So, I've known plenty of people do that in my time, and you just tisk, tisk, tisk. It just looks a bit funny when they do it. So, yeah. We're not going to just slap the badges on this one to say we've got the Warrior. We're going to earn the Warrior the hard way, and it will be much warranted when we get it. I've got Hanky at the window at the moment, pining because the school kids have just come out and they'll all be walking home. So I'll bring on school holidays when I can have whinging-free afternoons and mornings when Hank's not whinging at the people walking by all the time. Right, just swing around here. We'll get this last little strip down the middle. The one good thing about small fields, I'll tell you this much, is the fact that it does not take long to give them a spray. By spray, I don't mean give them a mouthful of your swear words. That's not the kind of spray I'm talking about. Oh, you naughty field, look what you've done. No, not that kind of spray. Fertilizer spray. Oh, can you believe it? We're just not wide enough for that last little bit. Well, make sure you get the top bit up here. Swing around and get the bottom bit down there. Alright. Well, look, it is what it is. I want to check the percentages after we'll take this home. We'll drop off the connector. I will get the lime spreader. When I say drop off the connector, I'll drop off the soil tester. I'm going to leave the fence down. One day we'll own this. You see, when you start off with the game, I think we're back this way actually. When you start the game off, you actually start with this pig farm, and I think you actually start with that grass field as well. However, I opted for a lot harder start. I opted to be $500,000 in debt after we bought the farm. I opted to not own all of this land. I thought it was just a little bit too much for what we were paying. And I opted to start with some really tough second-hand bits of equipment. And in fact, I bought this sprayer on day one. It was actually in the sales, 50% off. So I bought this sprayer even after the game had sort of started. Basically, I bought it. I bought it because it literally was on sale. And much like the tractors, we upgraded the tractors. So if you haven't been following totally along with the series with the live streams, I am kind of kicking myself a little bit because we upgraded the tractor that we had. I think we upgraded the John Deere, didn't we? We upgraded the John Deere for a really good Massey Ferguson, and I kind of kicking myself because the Massey Ferguson had potential to be even better with another upgrade. However, the horsepower wasn't as good as this one at the start, and I upgraded to this Dude's Far, which is better horsepower, but it's got no more room for improvement. And I just did it because I've always wanted the tractor. So a little bit selfish, a little bit greedy, but you know what? When you play the game, you've got to enjoy it. And oh boy, I've enjoyed every moment of using this tractor. It's kind of like our little do-everything tractor around the farm. And then we've got our big heavy hitter in the Fendt. And I do love the Fendt. It's a great tractor. I can't wait to get into some more tractors though. I really want to get a good John Deere. I've never had we started the map with a John Deere. I've never had a proper John Deere. and a class tractor. I've had plenty of Massey Fergusons now, and I've had a lot of fence. So yeah, I want to start trying some class, and I've had Zetas. Yeah, we actually started the farm with, actually the Zeta was the one I traded in for these. So yeah, the Zeta though didn't have the variable CVT. Is it VCT or variable CT? Which is regardless, the Zeta didn't have it, so it was quite clunky in its gear changes, which is to do with your transmissions and stuff, right? Your variable transmission. Anyway, so the Zeta was a little bit clunky to drive around. It was a brand new tractor, but I'll admit this has been a dream. Right, we'll get our lime. I don't think we've got much lime left, have we? We should have enough left. That top liner Doots Far, is it Doots Far harvester here also, as soon as we can upgrade that, we're gonna have to. I really wish I'd gone with a bigger harvester at the start of this series. It's gonna have its work cut out for it come harvest season in a couple of months, when we do our 2 wheat fields and we do our 2 canola fields. Right, we're gonna get Gary and Rachel employed. We're gonna have a lot of work to do. Okay, they're gonna be our first actual proper harvests on the farm. Right, so we'll head down here and spread this line, and then all we can do now is wait for those fields to be fully grown before we can cut them, which I've got to be honest, it's looking like they're going to be ready around the same time as our harvest. So yeah, the plan will be probably to get Gary or Rachel out harvesting in the combine while we transport with the trailer. And while they're harvesting and in between transports, we're going to be mowing probably at the same time. Now, actually, I can drive on from here because I took the fence down, so I'm going to do that. Right, let's have a look here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely going to need more lime. You can see bottom left how green the color was before when we were actually liming the other field. Well, that other field had already had 2 applications of lime on it. Being the first application of lime on this one, it looks like it's going to definitely need another application. Unless that's just the maximum lime that we can put on this field. So I will double check that as well, because generally speaking, it probably, if it says that this is all the grass can take and it's at perfect levels, then that's probably where we're at with it. Okay, there's no point in doing it over and over again. No point pushing, doing more than we have to. If we can't, there's no point, basically. Pretty quick little job, despite my little despite Ham's little misses here and there again. I'll run over them because I've got a little bit of OCD, but if you look at them, they might appear to be gaps there, but if you actually look on my little map, bottom left corner again, you'll see that there's actually no gaps in the field, so it is actually done. So it's just a visual misrepresentation of what's actually been done. Alright, we'll get this. This is not, though. I specifically haven't done this bit yet. And I'll try and get that last little patch down there. But it looks like it is actually done, that last little patch down there. And so is this bit. So you can see this is just a visual misrepresentation. I will try, though. I will try and get this one. But like I said, I think it's already done. Then I'll put the fence back up and we're out of here. We have to shut the gate to the pig farm, too, before we leave. It's not our farm, remember? We're just allowed to work here because we own this farm and the only access is through here. Okay, lovely. Put the fences back up. Magical fences. Can we shut our gate too? I don't believe we can shut our gate. I would love to be able to shut our... There's a gate there. Yeah, don't know. No gate shutting. Okay, let's get out of here and shut this gate. We are zoomed a long way out. Yes, I like to zoom out and show you the spreading. It's like, you know, when you see something being colored in or erased in a time lapse, it does look quite good. Right, so let's pull up over here just in the shrubs. Quite tough, I know, but we want to let the traffic going to be able to flow past. Watch out for traffic. Shut our gate. We better just run over here and check our field as well. Better hop the fence. Right, so pH perfect and nitrogen perfect. I will come back and check these though. It does say yield potential 100%. So it looks like sandy loam and loamy sand, right, is going to be much better yield than what silty clay is. So silty clay is always going to be the worst of the worst, okay? By the looks of it. Let's get out of the bushes here. Let's head home. Get our equipment clean. So they're not the most exciting jobs to be done on the farm, but they are jobs that need to be done on the farm, right? Running the daily farm requires lots of jobs. Hello, moo cows. Who's having a lie down in the sunny sun, the morning sun. It's till 10:30 a.m. here. One thing I do like to do, and if you've been to the live streams, you'll know that I'm a sucker for the sales. So after we've cleaned our, I'm not going to worry about cleaning the lime trailer at the moment because it's still got lime in it. So that'd be a nightmare washing the lime trailer while there's still lime in it. But that's all the fields limed up and done. Limed up and fertilized up and all ready to go. So I'll just straighten you up, angle you for that way. Oops, no, too far here. Yeah, I want to go that way. And now tuck it down and get it back in there. I don't mind it being on a bit of an angle. It's really hard. I don't know if you've ever, I don't know what's going on. I used to have power, I used to have full force feedback in this game. And then when I came to this map, and after they did it was actually, I'll be honest, after they did the new multiplayer update, I lost all the force feedback. But before then it worked amazingly, but now I cannot get the force feedback to work at all. So I don't know what the go is with that. Right, let's get this tractor over here. We've got 2 tractors here for washing, please. I'm going to put this one like that. I'm going to move this one around. It's just, I've parked it right in the way. Both tractors absolutely filth baggins. Right, I couldn't quite get to the power washer. Oops. Wrong button. Hey buddy, don't press E, I'm trying to press R. Okay, R is the key that I'm trying to press and I kept tapping E. Right, this thing's filthy. This thing requires cleaning all of the time. It does some pretty dirty, hefty jobs, the old fence. It's been sitting there for a couple of days now, so definitely needs to be washed up and put under cover for a bit of love and attention. Right, you're looking good now, Ben. Alright, it's not often that you have 2 green tractors. Like, having a good mix in tractors would be nice. Wouldn't mind either a New Holland or a Landini, just a bit of a blue potentially. We've had the red and the Massey, like I said. All the class tractors, that's green and red, but I haven't had a class tractor yet, so quite possibly interested in checking out a class tractor, like I said. However, we're probably a long way off having more new tractors. Now that we've got our tractors established, it won't be tractor buying for a long time, to be honest. The next thing, like I said, that we're looking out for is a slurry spreader but more urgently, the total mix wagon and a bale shredder, basically a straw shredder. Right, so that's where the Fent lives, and the Dootsfar lives in the one next door. I'm going to shut. We're keeping our melons in here. Actually, I didn't realize we had so many melons. We might just drag those out here then, eh? Can't leave our melons out in the sun. I'm looking at you, people who watch the live streams, about the funny things you're saying right now about me and my melons. Okay, you leave me and my melons alone. I love my melons. Oh no, I'm just going to ignore that. I can't wait to see what's said in Discord now. Oh dear. Anyway, leave my melons out of it. Shut the doors. I'll leave those doors open just so I can see the melons being produced, and I'll wait till I get a couple of more boxes of red lettuce built up before I move any of those. Eggs wise, eggs are looking really good. That's on the up and up as well. All right. Nice. And look how beautiful this tractor is when it's all clean. It is by far probably in my, well, it's in my top 3 favorite tractors in the game, but more so the 8 series version. This is the 7 series version. The 8 series is the one I really want. The other 2 in my top favorite, well, I guess you'll just have to keep watching to find out what they are. All right. They can stay open, so that's the trailer we're going to be using for our harvest. Otherwise, the fields are looking pretty good. I actually drove into this one without the correct tires on too. Just want to go down and check the eggs with the chickens. We're going to have to get some sheep at some point too. So once I start getting these fields up and running and a lot better, then we can start looking at that. All right, we've got one whole pallet of eggs there and another one to be produced. I did push this to the side just because I accidentally pulled it off, and I didn't want to put it back on there and have it upset the apple cart in terms of what was going on. Food wise, still plenty of food. That'll actually make it through to our harvest, so it's probably not a bad idea. Now let's check our harvest times. We are in the 2nd of April. We are looking at July is our harvest time for canola, July, and wheat, July, all at once. So I'm hoping by May we can get a cut out of our grass, and I hope it's long enough for that. You would think it is, especially coming into summer. So let's do one last thing. Let's check the sales. We don't need it, but it is possibly better than the one I've got. Is it? It is 18 to 40 meters. I've got to be honest, it's probably about the same. 18 to 40 meters. It's 34,000. Ours were 29, I think. Let's check ours. Can't check it, can I? Yes, I can. 27 meters. It's quite big. 27 meters is quite big. I don't think we need 18 to 40 meters. No. Right, I'm happy to keep that. Considering that this is probably just going to become a herbicide sprayer at some point, because we're going to be switching to liquid manure, like I said. Let's just price up a couple of things before we go here. We need to go to animal care, I think it is. Here it is, animals. Right, so the first one of the list is $29,500 for this forage mixer, and I got to be honest, it's probably what we're going to have to go for. I can't see us. Look, $45,000 is the next, right? And it is 22 cube, and that's 11.9 meter cube. But like I said, we only have like 8 calves. Then you've got 50,000 there. I'm just wondering if we just skip that. When push comes to shove and time comes, we just skip straight to that one. Unless one of these comes up on sale, we're probably going to be going after this coon one here. The next is we need a bale shredder, and I'm thinking this one here, because we actually have a round baler at the moment. I think that's the one we have to go for. Oh, I did have a couple of mods in here, did I? They're still really expensive here. Yeah, they are. Yeah, so this is probably the bale shredder we're going to have to go for, the Vermeer pack. Well, it came in the Vermeer pack, and it's $29,000. And it actually uses round bales, which is what we can actually produce. So that's actually up our alley for once. And yeah, in all honesty, until we get a Heston's baler or a square baler, probably just keep that forever, to be honest. So we're looking at about $31,000. 60. No. So what is that? Oh, we're actually looking at about what's that? $59,000. All right. For the both. We don't have that now, so we'll hold on to our pretty pennies at the moment, and the cows just have to deal with what they've got. Unless we can find a couple on sale, that is. We're just going to have to bite the bullet. Until then, I've been Van Ham. Thanks for joining me on another beautiful episode of Farming Sim. Time to get a bit of... Where did I put that mower? I started mowing a lot of these hedges and just trimming stuff down. Did I put it down in here? Ah, good. Alright, gang. So I've been Van Ham. Stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen. And I will see you guys very soon for some more Farming Sim. I have to lower the cutter. But I'm going to get mowing. Stay safe. Stay glued to your screen. Get out of here.